days. Today I really want to talk about when you feel like you're not doing enough. And that happens to me a lot, especially on days like this. Because days like this relax me. I start to think about the things that I'm doing. Because while I'm doing those things and I'm on working mode, I don't think about them. But on days like this, where I just write on my journal and think about all the things that I want to do, thinking I'm not doing enough. And I think a lot of people might feel like this. But then as I start thinking more and more about it, I question myself, what is enough really? What is doing enough? Who says what is enough and what's not enough? That's ourselves. So why do we think that what we do is not enough? What is being enough? I think sometimes we measure what is enough with what other people are doing, with the outside world, when really you just have to be enough for yourself. And time is relative. I do think that everyone experiences time in a different way. I experience time in one way, but you might experience time in a whole different way. Then why would the things you do be aligned with what other people do? That makes no sense because time is different for everyone. I truly believe that. For me, doing one kind of thing might be a lot, and for other people it might be nothing. For example, for some people, waking up and getting out of bed and making your bed in the morning is like really difficult. There was a time where it was difficult for me too, but now it isn't, because everyone has their time. Maybe for that someone who is really difficult to get up in the morning and get out of bed and make their bed, in a few years it will be easy, because that's their time and I already had my time to do that and to feel like that. I just realized that right now while talking to you. That's really something. I already went through the time where getting out of bed and making my bed in the morning was something that was really hard. And for me, just doing that before was enough. But now it's easy because that was my time and this is my time now. But someone in the world, I believe a lot of people might be in that time right now. That's amazing. See, this is why I like rainy days, because they make me think about this kind of things and make me find out more things about myself and about life. Don't mind the way I'm sitting. I'm gay, okay? I don't know how to sit. If anyone is going through a difficult time where they think they're not doing enough and they feel like it's hard to get up in the morning, just think about this. Everyone has their time. You don't have to be doing more based on what other people are doing, because that's not your time. That's not your time. So just relax. Lately I've been trying to go with the flow because I'm a perfectionist, and I sometimes it gets hard because I criticize myself way too much. But today I just thought it's a rainy day, I'm feeling nostalgic, I'm having some thoughts, so I might as well record it. It's such a feeling of I'm gonna give you this example. Like, the feeling I had is inside of my chest, I had this bowl full of water that the rain had been filling. So I had this bowl of water inside of my chest. And then as I started talking to you and realizing these things I said, the bowl just started to crack. And now the bowl broke and all the water went through my body like a release. And that's how I feel. I'm really good at expressing how I feel in ways that people can understand. So that's how I felt before I started recording. But this talk made me feel that sensation of release, of the bowl full of water in my chest releasing and going through all of my body. What I really take out of this conversation, well, it's kind of a one-way conversation. I'm talking to you guys, but you cannot respond back. If you want, you can in the comments. But I think what I take out of this is when you're feeling like you're not doing enough, you actually are, because you're doing enough for the time you're experiencing, for your time. you're doing enough. That's why when you start doing a lot of things and thinking, I'm not doing enough, that's why sometimes you start doing things that don't align with yourself and don't align with who you are. That happens to me. But after this conversation, I've got a whole new perspective about doing enough and not doing enough. You're doing enough for who you are, for where you are, for the time you are experiencing. We might not be in the same time, but we are all doing enough. We are all doing enough. So when you're feeling down or you feel like you need to do more, just think about this. And until then, see you next time.